Easy now. We're here. It's 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, 26th of March. Can you believe it? We're here. Welcome Dragon, welcome Fernicar, welcome Louis, welcome Kirk, and welcome Fernicar again. So, what are we doing? Can you hear me? Am I coming through? I hope so. Everything seems to be working for once. Alright, what's this? Episode 91? Let me check. 92! We're going to be at the big 100 soon, ladies and gents. So, if you're watching live or if you're watching later, Discord link is in the description. And what are we doing today? Well, we're going to do the write-up on the 3D from yesterday. Eventually. Okay? But we're going to stay away from the 3D tonight because it's too tempting. But I thought what would be interesting, because we've been doing all of this prompt stuff, would be a little bit of a rundown of the capabilities that we've got at our disposal. And so for that, I decided, what's an underdeveloped pack of mine? Okay? So, we've got a bit of a surprise, because I'm all Flux all the time. But for absolutely no reason, I decided to pick a new GJuff. So we're going to do a write-up on that, show you how to use it. And we're going to see what we can do with this, see what we can do. Now, at the same time, we're going to be having a discussion, as promised, on captioning. Because it's all about training your LoRa, right? So we'll talk about caption route. So that's where we're going to start tonight. I've got a little bit of an upbeat tune for my multi-billion-dollar research software. Okay. We're obviously going to go dark mode. Okay. There we go. So, sit back, relax. It's time. So what are we going to do? Hello, Full Dive. Welcome. So as you guys know, this is the basic concept. You have an image of a cool person. And then you have, this is a cool person. Dot text. Dot PNG. Okay, same file name. That's that right there. That's it. This is the business. So, I should have put the dot text down here, shouldn't I? Whatever. The point is, that's your data set. Okay? Good. So, we'll just go all the way back. Right. So, everybody knows that you've got to do, like, photo of... In fact, you know what? I reckon I should just get text for this one, because it is just text heavy. Okay, so, everyone knows you've got to do photo of XYX cat. Okay? That's your award-winning prompt. Everybody knows. And everybody knows this bit. That bit is the trigger. Okay? Everybody knows. And photo is the type of image. Cat is the thing. But XYX means your fine-tuned cat. Right? Okay. So then, what am I talking about when I say caption route? And this is where it gets interesting. And man, the music is extremely inappropriate for this walkthrough. It's like, oh, head banging technical stuff. Whatever, we'll make it work. So, here's your concept, guys. It's very simple. It's like a league table. and so on. All right? And so on. Okay? Now, what the hell am I talking about? Well, this is, you might imagine, a little bit like what a neural net looks like. But there's a twist. And the twist is the QuenVL. So... QuenVL. Now, what the hell are you going on about, Johnson? The hell are you going on about? Well, let me show you. So if we just get the text again. Okay. So this bit here, trigger. Oh my god. Trigger. All right. Phrase. Okay. Phrase. Ah. Ah. Fail. God, it's a wonder. It's a joy to work with. Right. So anyway, what does that actually mean? Yeah. Photo of XYX cat holding a baseball bat in a sewer. Photo of XYX cat holding a gun in an orphanage. Right? And so on. Right? But then we have QuenVL actually caption what the image looks like. So it'd add, like, you know, white fur, cotton hat, Smith & Wesson, whatever it is, okay? So, and then it's adding more detail. But the point is that it's like half of the caption is the QuenVL at the end. It's appended to this caption root because it's got a branching structure. So here could be cat standing, here could be cat sitting, here could, it's a modular thing, so you can subdivide the scenes that you have and then add the detail. So yeah, that's essentially what you're doing. Can we draw a cat? Look at my art skills, guys. Oh yeah, can you see the cat yet? It's cursed. There you go. I think it needs more whiskers. But we're getting off topic. So let's actually have a look at some actual files. Oh, man, I need to get my tablet back. Okay. Let's take a look at some actual files, shall we? An actual live model would be nice. Thora would be perfect. Where is it? This is the part where you're like, come on, Johnson. Where's your Thoras at? I bet they're in Stone Age. Yep, here we go. Jovian World Part 2. Part 2 captions. No, it's just the captions. Ah, right. So this would be a good example. Okay? This would be a good example. So let's put the preview back on. So, boss outfit. That would be a boss outfit. Okay. So what's the caption? Anime African man with shaved head sunglasses wearing outfit standing number. Because when I wrote the script, that's the name. This is literally the name. Well, it used to be. That used to be the name of the file name. Because I had a script collapsing subfolders. So let me see if I can show you. Because see how it says boss _ outfit, captain's jacket. So if I go into captain's jacket and look at the prompt, wearing captain's jacket, right? Because it's in the captain's jacket folder. So all of them start anime man with, well, actually, only the captain ones with red hair, big beard. So they're all anime man with red hair, big beard, then wearing captain's jacket, right? But so the whole, yeah. I think you get it. And then standing is just my lead into what the Quen VL's going to put in next. Yeah? Oh my god. Anime man with red hair, big beard, carrying chapter. Right? So I think you get the idea. There he is again. Anime man with red hair, big beard, wearing captain's jacket, and so on. And if I was to go into close-up orange bomber jacket, we get strange Thoras. Okay. And again, this is showing the... So we're 3 deep. Well, technically, because it's like close-up, I use the modifier for close-up. Where is it? It's not really that much of a close... Ah, there's the close-ups. So it's got... I was experimenting with outpainting. So I had the original, and then I outpainted it a bit to get different sizes. Okay, close-up anime woman with red hair. Notice there's no trigger here, though, because the trigger gets added. Okay. And I need to retrain this model, actually. Next. But the original one, if we go into XGX airship, it's the same idea. So XGX airship, airship exterior. Look at the caption. Anime XGX, the trigger. Airship exterior, metal plating, glass windows, flying above clouds. It's not a very good example. Oh, it's the exterior. Sorry, I forgot. So this is supposed to be shots of the exterior. Have we got one of the actual storm ship? Ah, the storm ship. Oh, this is Mid-Journeys. These are all Mid-Journeys. Mid-Journey 4, I think. Yeah. Anime flying airship above lake. So this isn't even the right one either. Where's the one? Where's the one? SD collection. Jovian part 3 merge. Rejected, removed, rejected, merge. I think the merge failed. So that's part 3, which has airships, backgrounds, characters. Oh, that's why it failed. Look, we got all of the characters. Okay. I don't know how many of you guys have been watching this regularly, but we've been working on this story, which is based on a lot of my work. So, like, we've been generating adventures and all this sort of business recently with all of these tools. But this particular model, as you can see, look, it was last curated. When was this? October 2023. That's not that long ago. It is pretty long ago in AI terms, though. But yeah, this model right here is the illustration model. So in fact, I need to be retraining this. And there's 3 models. Okay, quick, hang on. I need to take stock. Oh, there's 3. Oh my god. So there's 4,000 images in characters. Oh my god. 5,000 images in backgrounds. And 600 images in airships. We're going to look at the airships first. Heavy Navy airship. Yeah. They're cool. But I've already trained this. Maybe I should train it again with better captions. Lazy. I think we might do just the airships. But it's still too many. It's like 300 images. Ah, some of them don't have the right trigger. So I could subdivide them by trigger and I could say KXK airship. Oh my goodness. Yes. It's almost a shame though, because these are just different colored of the same. Okay. Side quests keep on expanding into the crazy work, you know, just so many side quests. But yeah, let's have a look at what the folder name is, because you can see what I've done here. I wanted to show you as an example of how I do it. So there's the trigger. That's all the stuff I want. Yeah. So I want, this is no matter, because remember, back in the day, the auto tagging was unreliable. So I baked in the stuff that I absolutely, definitely must have no matter what. Trigger and the basics. And what I found was that the more I repeated things, the more it became programmable. So, for example, where I've said detailed blue plating, detailed orange plating, I've done all these in, remember, it's in order. See, it's modular, the phrases are modular. So, thing, color, detail, play. In the background, clear sky. It's the same. Always the same, like a song. And what happens when you give them all the different examples of blue, orange, pink, purple, suddenly if you just put whatever you want, it'll do whatever you want. It's not just colors either. Another thing was in the background, blue sky. In the background, stormy sky. In the background, clear sky. So you can, it's like modular, right? So if you give enough examples, I think it's about 3 to 5 examples. If you give 3 to 5 examples of a thing in every combination, you'll be able to interchangeably use anything in the model memory in those phrases. I know it sounds like, well, yeah, but it doesn't work as well as if you do it like this, because you're kind of like doing it like, it's like a rhyme. But anyway, airship emerges in clouds. That one should be cool. Yeah. Really cool. Nothing in that one. Look at that. Ooh. Cool. Cool. So, right. Go back. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. So it's like by subdividing it all, I think I can show you as well. So you know Anime Thora? Anime Thora, which we just retrained and released again. I bet the model isn't actually in here. Yeah, it's not actually in here. We've got turnarounds though. Loads of turnarounds. Turnarounds are usually helpful. See, the reason I'll probably open pose them again because you see how unreliable XL was. We did eventually get a few front, side, back, see, and so I'm going to revive that workflow. It's just it was just so unreliable. You'd have to spin it so many times to get it to actually do front, side, back, and it match, you know. That's a good one now, actually. But anyway, these are good for the 3D stuff, but I'm trying to stay away from that tonight. So I hope I've explained what I meant when I said caption route, trigger, phrases, and then the QuenVL stuff. Ignore the cat. It's not real. The cat's not real. Okay, let's have a look at the comments. How am I doing tonight? I'm doing great, thanks, Full Dive. I'm keen for tips here, but some of my clients are OnlyFans models. I need the tagger to be uncensored. You could always do search replace. You know, search replace sausage for sausage. I don't know. I'm joking. That's a challenge, I guess. Maybe have a look for an obliterated vision model, because that should uncensor it. But I've never actually looked, because I don't, you know, anyway, I don't need to. What if the protagonist is a doggo, like dragons? I'd have to empty it every half hour. Cats empty themselves. Sometimes to your dismay. Although, for the record, Big Doggo, that's my pet. I don't have a cat. Dragon says, I do love this part, and I can see a t-shirt now where everything is what I want. Wait, where did I put those images? If we could fit that on a t-shirt, then it would make a good one. We'll put a trademark on it. Can we train our own LoRa for characters and such with 12 gigabytes of RAM? I believe you can, but you'll have to reduce the image size, and you'll only be able to do batch 1. So that will mean more steps. Okay, double the steps on batch 2, 4 times the steps for batch 4, but otherwise the same. Repeats. Dragon says, Full dive. If you set training resolution to 512 by 512, you might get away with it. Flux Gym has a 12 gig training template. Yeah, start there. Why not? Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. So let's get into the first thing. So obviously we've just been looking at, some training. So how about we focus on that for a second? So this is my Quen 25VL captioner. You can find it on my GitHub in DJZ Workflows. It's actually kind of stashed in the PhotoFlux section under captioning tools. This one is Quen 2.5VL, which is quite a new one. That means we're going to be using the caption tools Quen 25VL image captioner append v70 tonight. It's very simple. First you like the video and then you read the instructions. So load the path in the fixed index node. I've already done that. Do one caption, find the output folder, add your captions there. So this is the append mode, okay, which I was talking about. All right, so let's set that up with this guy, the airships one. Oh, it's got subfolders. Oh, okay. Hold up. I want that one. 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 And that one and that one. So heavy Navy ship, logistics Navy ship, detailed orange ship, Navy ship, cargo airship, red plating, Navy airship. The rest are variations. So if I take that and just Curation 1. Let's go. Let's do it. We'll do it together. It does use the latest transformers. Okay, so if you're having problems with QuenVL, you can go back to using Florence 2, and there's a fine-tuned version of it, which you can get, but and even the base model is actually really good. Okay, it's fast. It does good captions, okay, but it's nowhere near as good as Quen. It gets stuff wrong, and when it gets stuff wrong, that's bad training. So unless you're going to read through every single one of your captions, or you are reading them as you're making them, I wouldn't recommend it for like unattended batch processing like we're doing now. It's just not reliable enough. And to be honest, if you want to see the difference, look at the earlier versions of some of the ones where I've retrained, because you'll be able to literally get the early version that was trained with Florence captions and then the new version with Quen. You run images with the same prompt up against both models, and it's night and day, the difference. And it's because of the confusion. But that's the reason why I put everything up as examples so you know what to expect. Because how could you know how much work I done? So often, I done nothing. It's literally what the tool would provide you with, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a long-term test example stuff that I put out. Every now and then I'm trying to make things better with process, because I think that's where the human's in the loop. Yeah. All right, so let's keep going. So we've chosen a bunch of these. Now, as you can see, they've all got different tags. All right. Is that too small? Can you see that? Oh my God, if I do this, that doesn't help. The text stays the same size. All right, anyway, so we've got folders, right? Now, if we go into these folders, you can see that the name of the image, look at what I've done. I'm going to go big. So that didn't really help, but there. Okay. So what you're seeing here is the tag, heavy Navy airship, detailed black plating in the background, clear sky, and then a number. They all have the same route. Every single one, because every single one is a different heavy Navy airship. Okay, so these are all the heavy Navy airships, right? And they're all black. And in the background, there's a clear sky. Okay? All right. So, and every single one of these is the same deal, right? It's just mad curation of curation to, you know, till the heat death of the universe. But what we're going to do is we're just going to dump all of these in one folder, because the thing is they're not going to conflict. They all have, like I said, the file name is the prompt, is the file name. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start moving them into dataset. Whoops. Okay. Whoops. I'm back. And let's see, that one's now empty. We can delete it. Go into here. Copy that out. Paste that in. Let's just grab all of them and make sure the folders are empty. Yeah. Just got to do it quickly, because otherwise if I just I'll just be talking about it. It'll be coffee time and I won't have done this. And I probably could have just done this with a script, but it's not that many folders. If it was like more than that, I'd be like, okay. So let's just double check these are all empty. Okay. Good. So now we've got all of our images in one folder. We have 338. You halve that, that's more than 150. So I recommend we cut this down to about 150 images. So it's curation time, baby. Let's get it done. Basically, I'm just gonna scratch anything I don't like the look of. So yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. See, I might change my mind. Oh man, that whiteout's no good. Hang on. Do it by type. There. Okay, they're alright. My only fear is that Flux is so good now that it's going to train mistakes as well. See, I already curated it, so they should be good. Oh, okay. Yes, I see. I can see a few that can go now. I'm just going to take stock of this. Yeah, there's a few of them that are like not very sharp or have weird sticky out bits. Oh yeah, there's more than a few that have strange geometry. We're looking for sacred geometry here. We want to get rid of any potential derps. Nice steampunk style going on with the red collection though. Very, oh, now we've got a bit French. Going a bit French now. We're back to, oh, okay, now it's back to you. Yeah. And we're done. We're done. Okay. So, straight away, so we've got to put it back into name mode because I've got to take out the text file when I do it. So this one is gone. This one is fine. No. Yes. Yes. Okay, now, okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, we've got a whiteout. Oof. No. Well, I better make sure I've deleted the pair. 322, 332, 37. Yeah, it's good. Whoa, what? I'm keeping that just because it's funky. Okay, these are good, but there were some at the beginning that were not good. I remember when no, at the beginning maybe? No. Well, yeah, we don't want to learn that weird pattern on the screen. I think there was like a white. Ooh, that's like Tintin. It's cool, but it doesn't match. Get rid of it. Big sail, big tail. No gold though. Thing is, the Quen will pick that up. The Quen will pick it up. Okay, let's go back to, what's this? Yellow. Okay, cargo ships in yellow. See, not many cargo ships. Loads of these. So there's going to be way too much bias. I'm going to keep culling the red guys. So let me just show you what I did there. So you might not notice it, but when you scroll up and down, when it's like a block of text that's just the numbers changing, you can see where the blocks are. Look, so there's only like, what, 4 images or something down in this, that there. Loads of those. Loads of those. Loads of those. Look, not that many of those actually. Like a block from here to here. Look. Of them. And then there's loads of the Navy. So there's like trying to check bias, okay? Because I want this to primarily be making cool airships, right? It seems like 2 factions. Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. They're like Navy and privateers. Do I use Dev2 Pro model for training? Fine-tuned just for training? No, I don't, actually. We'll get into that in a separate stream. I pretty much just train on Flux 2 Pro, guy. Like, just Dev. Yeah. It would be interesting to compare results. But no, I just use, because the thing is, I figured I want to use what everyone uses. So most of them are actually the Civitai Flux trainer, because it's the easiest way to train a LoRa set there is, you know. But what we're talking about right now is creating the data set, and that applies to anywhere you train. Anyway, I have obviously trained with one trainer and all those other tools. I've done lots of local runs. But that's usually for research. Right. So anyway, we got too many. I think we got too many of these sort of these. So I'm going to get rid of, like, that one is actually pretty well formed. That one can go. Again, it's like the wrong art style. That was okay. That was okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. I actually want to blend these art styles with the other ones. That's why we're training them all at once. It's not by accident. See, these ones look a bit... Yeah, especially that one. It was cool, but... what I want to do is blend this sort of bulbous, organic-looking design with the metal plate armor of the other stuff. And then you can still pick them because you've got the different trigger names. Well, that's the plan anyway. I mean, whether we'll actually manage to pull it off. It's got a thing in the top. So we're looking at a sort of super futurism airship world, so... yeah, that radar dish at the top looks a bit out of place. I'll get rid of it. See, these are the... that's a good one. Mushroom canopy can stay. See, some of them are like really ornate. And nah, I think I'll get away with it. How are we looking on the count? 320. We need to get that down to... we need to get it under 300. I think it should be quite easy. Really, I've just got to go through and get those few ones. Oh, that's a bit splodgy, but it's okay. Weird artifacts. Hang on, what's this? Is that as big as it is? Oh, that's as big as it is. Okay. Should run them all through Flux Upscale. That'll fix it. It's like doing surgery. Open pixel surgery. Oh, I do actually kind of like that pattern. Of course I do. It wouldn't be here. These are the ones that have survived many, many rounds of curation. So they should all be good. I should be finding this like walking into a sweet shop with money in my pocket and not knowing what I want and just sort of standing there going, oh man, but actually it's pretty easy. Let's go take another pass through there, because I know these are actually... Oh my god, is that a helicopter blades? Yeah, we're getting that. That's gone. Even though it's cool, you know, it's kind of cool. It'll infect the training, and then it'll be like helicopter blades on everything. I want guns and radar pods and, you know, airship warfare stoof. Now I did like that, but now it's looking extremely basic compared to everything else I've seen here. Okay, there is like a bit of a splodgy art style, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, super organic. They look expensive. So let's watch out for the one that looks derpy. There's always one. Ah, see, which end is the front, guys? It's gotta go. It'll still do that. Because to be honest, it doesn't know which way is the front either. Oh, that's got a mast. Isn't that cute? Like a shark. Like a big metal shark. I especially like that one. Oh dear. Oh man, I like these too much. Yeah, that's got to go. I know it looks, maybe it looks big, but it's probably confusing. That one as well. Oh, I don't know. I like it, but I think it's getting confused about which end the front is. Oh crap, I just went to the end. No. I was at 12. Yeah, it looks funky. Yeah, it's also a bit funky. I'm just literally going through and getting rid of the ones that look a bit funky. And usually that's enough to get it under the mark. And then I can just train it on Civet, like now. Well, not right now, because we're going to append the captions still. Oh, did I see helicopter? No, it's fine. It's like a mast or something. It's like it's scanning for helicopter blades. Detected. Wait. Yeah, this model was able to make some really cool like naval battle scenes, so I wanted to know if you could do that with videos. It's all planned. Like weird ideas scribbled down all the time. Oh, yeah, that's a bit too futuristic. It's like, what do you mean too futuristic? That's a bit too sketchy. It's not a very good shape. There's loads of crap everywhere. It's okay. Garble. That one survives. Survives. Man, that's close to helicopter blades. Misshapen, but it's fine. And okay, so where are we? We're at 288. We made it. Whew. Okay. And in record time. So what we've got now is we've got the caption for every image, okay, and then we've got the image, and it's all got caption root, just like I was explaining. Okay, man, the setup for this one's going well so far. I wonder what's going to get me. Probably oh, what do you mean, Quenviel? You haven't even installed that. So let's see how we do. Now, I don't care about the bracket 93 bracket because it'll either be ignored or basically do nothing. I'm literally not bothered about it. Okay. Because anyway. It'll break it up. It'll break it up. And if it did work, it would just give you a way of, getting to that particular image out of the collection. But as far as I know, it just ignores the numbers when you're training. All right. So this is going to be the images. So here's the path. So now we can get back to comfy UI. So we're going to give it the path. Okay. We're going to put this to 0. We're going to get a count. The count is 122. Okay, so we will do 22 first and then add 100. Obviously we want to set this up. In fact, I usually just do 1 on fixed for the first run, like I said in the instructions. So often what I'll do is right click this and go queue selected just to see what we got, right? It's worth keeping because we're doing the batch, keep loaded on, and I do the 4-bit quantization even on a 4090 because it is quite a big model, and the quality of the caption is still really nice. Okay, so obviously this is the append, so we don't plan to just write the caption. We actually plan to see what we got here. Append, prepend. So what's going on here? Give me a minute. What? It looks like I've... Okay, so it looks like I put in the last example we did, I put it in myself. Alright. But you don't need that for this particular one. Yeah. Because we're going to be appending to the file name. Right? Now, first run, we need to put it onto new only. Because there's nothing there yet. And don't forget to check your project file path. Not project, here we go. Project name. So we're going to call this one Jovian Airships. Whoops. Jovian Airships. Right. So let's load the first image from that folder. Okay. I'm a little concerned that this is going to do things out of order. So I wonder if there's actually a better way to do this. Because normally what I do is I'll run this, it creates the file, then I put the caption files in place. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter if it doesn't do it in order. As long as it does all of them, it doesn't matter. Because the file name, it can only... Yeah. Okay, cool. For a second there, I was worried that it wasn't going to actually do a true sequence. Because sometimes what it does is it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it'll go 20, 21. And you'll be like, why did you miss out? And it's some weird thing that the alphabetic sorting does with numbers. So, like, 1 is after 01. There's with some weird rules. Anyway, but I think that it doesn't matter because what we're going to be doing is appending to files we put in place. So unless it does the exact file name, which is derived from the image, so everything's going to match. Now, the only thing I worry about here is, let's see, other thing to worry about is the file name, because it's going to have a bunch of commas and all kinds of stuff in it. Yeah, because normally I'd process this with a script. Right, so I wonder what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. So, alright, well, let's just do one run and warm up the Quen. And obviously it's going to make one folder. Where are we? Here we go. So what it's going to do, it's going to make a new folder called Quen25VL. We'll get a new one in here, which is, you know, following the name. Takes a few, yeah, takes a second. While we're waiting for... Oh, I was about to read some comments, but image depicts a futuristic aircraft carrier floating in the sky, sleek and black, illuminated. Good. The name ACPA is prominently displayed on the side. This is very good. Very good. Very good. High quality caption. So what's it done? It's made me a new folder, Jovian Airships. Go into cap and then look at that. File name will match. Okay. And inside of it, it's got the new bit. Right? So here's the trick. We do a switcheroo. So we delete that caption, go back to your data set, grab the text files, all 144 of them, copy, because you might have to do it again. Don't cut and paste. Danger. Paste. All right. So now we've just put all of them in there. Right, so they're all there. They match the files of every image in that folder. So what do? Append mode. Yeah. So let's try one out and see how it blows. And what we should get is we should get our existing caption root, which is the file name. What just happened? I think it claims to have done it and it didn't work. Give me a sec. What? Hang on, did I break it? It's on append mode. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, so it did do it, but for some reason this didn't update. That's alright. I think it's because it's cached from the first run. So what we'll do is we'll just prove that. Put it on increment. We've done the first one, so let's do the second one. And this one might show up right. I think it's just a caching thing from the pipeline. Is it always going to just show us what it appends and not load? I think it, yeah, it's confusing. Oh look, it's done what I said as well. So here we are at Heavy Navy Ship 1. It's done that one. And the next one it did was... Where's the next one it did? One. Ah. For some reason it did 18 after 1. You see what I mean by the ordering? Look. And this is why I made my sequential prompt loaders, by the way, because they actually do go in sequence. That, you know what I mean? They are actually sequential. Sometimes when you have on increment mode, like I said, the first folder in the file was this one, and for some reason, the second folder in the file is this one. I mean, maybe it's something to do with the date. Look, that's the only thing I can see that's similar. 1:18, but who cares? The thing is, it's going to go through every single file in the folder, so I need to do 42 and then 100. So we'll just let the 42 up there appear, and then 100. Cue that. Be brave. There it is, 142 are locked in. Where's the thing? There we go. The second folder in the file, you did just say that. The second folder in the file. Yep. That's where you've got to look. That's where all the good code is, the second folder in the file. I'm also like whited out. I didn't realize I'm camouflaged. Camouflage. So there it is. As you can see now, we've got Anime FKF Heavy Navy Airship, detailed black plating in the background, clear sky. The image depicts a large futuristic spaceship flying through a vibrant sky filled with clouds and explosions. The ship is sleek and dark with intricate details in multiple levels. including what appears to be a bridge and various weapons or sensors. The sky is a mix of blue and orange hues, suggesting either dawn or dusk, and the overall scene has a sci-fi, action-packed atmosphere. That's cool. I wonder what image that goes with. 18. See, it's doing all the captioning while I struggle to change the width. Right. 18 it was. I don't know which one it was though. Which 18 was it? That's an 18. Oh, that's why it thought they were explosions. Look. It thought the sunset was okay, so yeah, it's still you know. We doing good here? We're doing good. 1280 by 768. It's not bad. Damn, is that really what I'm asking it to look at? Hang on. Damn. It's doing pretty good then. It's done 10 images already. Let's look at them. So I think these were done either in Midjourney or SDXL. I think probably Midjourney, but it's been a while and it looks funny. It doesn't. Some of it looks like it could be Midjourney. Some of it looks like it could be SDXL. I think it might have been a mixture of the two. Because I'm not seeing Midjourney mistakes, I'm seeing SDXL mistakes, like the weird lines and stuff that you get. Usually what Midjourney would do would be turn it into a building or something, or add the ocean, or a person on it. Yeah, it might be worth editing the caption to change things up so it's like sunset in, you know, because that's not an explosion, that's just the sun. It's supposed to be silhouette because of the sun. Yeah. It's watching watching Laputa one too many times. I like those old Ghibli airships. Let's see if we can get some Ghibli airships. Laputa. Yeah, like look at that thing. All right, calm down. It's like a bird. Man, that's a tiny image. Can we get a bigger image? I can't watch videos, it's copyright. Model airship. That one just looks like see, that's pretty cool, but it's also a video. Man, the internet's done. It's just done, isn't it? I'm just trying to look stuff up here. Okay, that's cool. See what I mean? It's cool. It's like a boat with a balloon, and it's like a bird. It's cool. Everything's tiny. Maybe it's because it's such an old movie. But yeah, Ghibli classics. Ghibli classics. What are you going to do? Spoilers. Going to get to that in a minute. So, Quen 25. How are we doing, Quen? 113 to go. Let's take a look at the let's take a look at the comments. What do we got? What do we got? Can we have some that are in space? It's not energy efficient. Yeah, in the world that I'm in, it's not set on Earth. So it is efficient in the world that they're in. Because I'm illustrating a world where people live in a corridor, which is like a giant gas. It's like a wind world. Imagine that. It's a wind world. Teasing with spoilers. Yeah. It's like a wind world, guys. So the physics makes it works. Don't worry about it. Call it some kind of. We'll do it with air pressure. Because it's a tunnel-shaped world. Isn't that fun? Doesn't even make sense, does it? But it does. But it doesn't. But it doesn't need to. Anyway. Spoilers. Do you use Boru tag editor, as you could quickly fix all of these in one click of a button? That's interesting that Boru tag editor has that feature. Technically, I just wrote Python scripts that would search for words and then change them for ones I don't mind, you know. So I'd play a swap game with the whole caption set, you know, if I was really bothered. But that's the thing. I've never used those. I don't use Boru. I've always used, you know, one of the clip vision or a tagger. I'm trying to think. What did I use before I used... Before Quen, it was One Vision. Before One Vision, it was Florence. Before Florence, it was... Oh, man, I'm trying to think. Oh. I think I didn't actually use any tags, guys. I think I just used my trigger. And I just curated the hell, so... Or I'd like literally write the most bare bones. Because I wanted it to fit to as many different people, you know, as many different applications. But yeah, you know, I could do it all in Comfy because I got prompt swap. Yeah, buddy. I got prompt swap. So I could use this and just load up the, you know, just load it up. I don't know though, it's like, do you really want to load each one and change it and save it again? And I'm happy with the quality we're getting here. The quality we're getting here plus the caption route, it's excellent. So, and then like I said, we can throw this on the train. Oh, I missed that one. That one's a bit crap. Ah, it's alright. Wow, one snuck through, I guess. There's still time to delete it. What was it called? Oh, it's too late. Doesn't even tell me. It might have been Light Navy for 14. Maybe. Yeah, a lot of people build it into their trainers. Wow, look at that. It's already done 60, 70. No, yeah, it's done 64 already. It's crazy. Right. It's coffee time, ladies and gents. You know what I mean. You know what it is. This will be done in no time. Right. Did you just say OnlyFans dataset? Don't don't post an example in the Discord. What are you doing? No. Okay, yeah, don't do that. Welcome back. Wait. There we go. I'm here again. So while this is chugging through my caption job, what we're going to do is look at part 2 of this beautiful thing we're doing tonight. So let's see. White retinas, black screen. Okay. So what's part 2? Well, one of the recent episodes we did, I created a new agent which helps turn your videos into, no, your pages, your stories into prompts. Okay. So in that sense, you have a page. Okay. And you want to turn it into, you know, a bunch of videos. Yeah. Okay. Story to video. Okay. So that's the setup. How do we do it? Because the thing is, you got a problem. The page is of a length and the video is of a duration. So how do we go from text to here, from here to here, and retain the narrative? And yep. So what I propose is first we write the book. Okay, so book gets written first. Number 1, book. We write the book first. Okay, obvious when you think about it. So from the book, it has pages. Okay, pages are like chapters because obviously, you know, books don't really, it's just one file. Files don't have separate pages, right? But the way that we write the book, it has separate page files, which basically are chapters. All right. So we process one page at a time. And we turn it into video prompts. That's what we did. And what we were using was, we were using a LoRa. So image LoRa. Oh, I'll just say LoRa. So we were doing a LoRa. Okay. And then what we'd do is we would convert into prompt list. Sounds obvious really when you think about it. I'll have to say it. Prompts. Obvious, but they're sequential. Now, there's more challenges than you'd think. So by using this LoRa, we can use its training captions as a guide for the prompt agent. And so then we can align the prompts with the LoRa. And if the LoRa was trained on artwork for the book, it all works. You've got your consistent character, you've got your art style you want, okay? And you can just go ahead and make the images for the story, all right? And then obviously you could go into video or whatever else. But we're just dealing with illustration for pages right now. I mean, you can go to video, and the way you would do it would obviously be you build up. Here we go. I'll show you, because that's the whole point. To video, not to image, guys. I've got to keep going. Right? Let's just pick another color. Let's say orange. Or let's say red. So here's the video. Congratulations, we made it to the end of the tutorial. And you say, well, how do we... What's that last part there, though, boss? You didn't actually explain it. Yeah? And so I have a couple of answers. Speech timing. This is my latest idea to evolve this question here. Yeah, this question. So you analyze your book, and you don't just give the book to make the prompts. You also use the speech timing output, which is basically a pair. So then you don't just give the book. Here we go. Now it's going to make sense. And this is like my latest thing. So now just imagine we got another page behind there. Okay. So it's the two together, right? The timing and the book together. And then it'll all make sense. It'll all make sense. There. Okay. So what we do is we do a pre-step, and we analyze the page and create a timing report with my speech timing agent. The prompt is already on Narrative Spittoon in version repo. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a total duration for the whole page, and it's also going to give you a breakdown of the total time it takes to speak every single paragraph. And that's important, because if you want to do a narration and you want to generate video to go behind the narration, you need to know how many clips, right? So we're only doing 3 seconds per clip, aren't we? So if we're only doing 3 seconds per clip, and we've got 30 seconds of story to tell, we're going to need 10 prompts for that one bit of speech. And you can't just say, oh, make the video what's being said right now, because you can't generate a video on what's being said right now. That's what was said in that 3-second bit. What's being said right now. If you just convert that to prompt, it's just garbage. So you have to have an intelligent way of looking at it. And so the system I've come up with is basically action and padding, or scene and padding, I should say. All right. So the way that looks, scene, and then padding. All right. Padding 4N. Kind of hard to get that on the page. Well, okay, maybe it makes sense if I just made another one. Padding, 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 and so on. So that there, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 seconds, another scene. Okay. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So it's like when you make the prompt list, it's actually gonna, you know, where's my brush? It's gonna do stuff like, it's gonna make a list of 5 prompts for that 15 seconds. So it did all of this, blah, 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 blah. It's going to look at a paragraph and go, oh, it's 30 seconds. Read the paragraph. What could it be? So it's going to use the most important bit to make the scene, and then it's just going to write padding prompts. So what's a padding prompt? So if there's people talking at a coffee shop, maybe it'll show the barista making coffee. Maybe it'll show people at tables. Maybe it'll show a look out the window. Something related to it that isn't the characters. And so it's like some generic 3-second cuts. I'm just calling them padding because I'm going to come up with a padding agent. So it's so we have multiple agents that like hand off their work to each other. So we're taking advantage, you know what I mean? So the idea is you've got your book. We do it a page at a time. We get the timing profile and the page. We put it into the prompt agent, which is aligned with the LoRa, can make the perfect thing. And do you know what you're actually making here? You're making the first frame of a video. And then what we do is we use a slightly different agent to run video prompts to pair with your best images for each scene. Because these are just images, right? These runs images, aren't they? Because this is like, what? Hang on. I should probably write that in. So this would be Flux. At the moment, this would be Flux. Because you're making the initial images. Right? But then to make the video prompts, you take the story and the prompt. So that's another transfer. So this is why I've got this in like a question mark. And then you can see we use a speech timing agent, right? That's how you actually get everything. That's how you get everything. And then what you've got is you've got the ability to go from a long form article into a video essay. So it's like video essay on demand pretty much. But it'll work with a narrative as well if you pre-train your LoRa for your characters. Because what you end up with is you end up with the first image of each scene. So yeah, that's where that is. And with that, look at that, we're done. Isn't that amazing? So what's next? I got to go to the output folder, refresh it, and just click around a bit. And it looks like they've all been done. I just double check the dates because I want to make sure that they've all been overwritten. So we get the one that's... Yeah, because if the youngest and the oldest one have both been done, you know they've all been written too. So that's a pretty easy test. So then we're going to select them all. And we're going to copy them straight back into the data set where we got them. Well, you know, the curated set, I guess. And we overwrite all the captions because now we've actually got full captions. And now it's time to zip that up. No, just want a normal one. Oh, my mouse is being strange. It's weird. Just do it with that one. It's fine. Jovian Airships V2. So what do? We go to Civet. We train a LoRa. We say style. It's not a concept or a character, so we say style. And it's Jovian Airships. DJ V2. I agree. Put that in there. They are all captioned, so I don't need to worry about it. And say yes. It probably is getting confused because there's this in there, which might... I hope it doesn't break everything. It should be fine. It's because there's no space. It's getting a bit confused. The dirty append. 144 images. This might be too many. I might have to curate again, because obviously they changed it from batch 4 to batch 2. So I'm going to have to solve that. It's going to disappear for a second. I'll be back. But I'm still here. He's not really going anywhere. I'm not sure if it's actually uploading right now. Oh. There we go. Dev. We'll need some sample prompts. So we managed to get the red ship, we managed to get the navy, light navy, and what's that, a heavy? Yeah. Cool. So we want 1024, which means we can only have 2. Now I want to do 10 epochs, and I want to do 20 repeats, so I think we're in trouble. Ah, brutalized. Now, there's a number of ways you can get around this. You can do less repeats, but I've tried that in the past and it doesn't usually work out well. So you can do less repeat, you can do less actual training, and I think that actually with the current setup, that's still a bit iffy. 6 epochs is all I get now. Ooh, look how close it is. 10,080 at Epoch 7. 19. 8. We're playing this game, are we? 18. Ah, oh, man. 10,368. 17. See, it's really weird though, because yeah. Anyway, can we do? No. Had to try it. Because the thing is, what? Shush. I'm messing around. Shush. Oh, really? Seven epochs and 19 repeats. It's not really as much as I would want, but I think I can pull it off. If I really had to, I could... Listen, guys. Them changing this whole batch thing, it's pointless, because if you do the math, you can adjust the unit LR. So... basically, you have to... Anyway, I'm not going to get into that in this one because I don't want to make it too complicated. The point is, we can fiddle with the epochs and repeats, but the repeats, that means I'm dropping 1, so it won't look at my data set 1 time extra out of 19. So this is like a 0.5% difference in the amount I'm showing the images. But then also 30% less epochs. Now I find 9 and 10 are normally a bit samey anyway. And I have been publishing a lot of 6s and 7s lately. So basically we're just going to find out. The most important part is you want Prodigy. And you want to put network dimension to 8. It'll be on cosine. Everything else is fine. You don't need to change anything else. Okay, now some things you can play with is min, SNR, gamma. I find 3 and 4 sometimes give different interesting results, but not like massively different. The noise offsets, I used to use 357, or was it 0357? I forget, but 0.1 is fine with Flux. What else can you do? That's about it, really. Like I said, this unit is quite complicated, but it is possible to increase the learning rate, and that can compensate for Sorry, is it decrease, I mean? Because you're training slower now, not, you know. It learns faster when it's going fast. So high batch rate, high batch size. I used to train at batch 32 in the cloud. So it's like high batch speed. You need a higher learning rate to compensate. So I would imagine if they give me if they give me less batch, I might be able to go down actually. But be very careful because it's very sensitive. And if you play with it too much, it'll break the training run. As in, it just won't train. But then if it goes one way and it didn't train, go the other way. Okay? You'll figure it out. Alright. So yeah, we're ready to go. Let's blast it. Needs parameters, he says. So give it a refresh. There we go. Wow, it's doing it. Yeah, we'll see about that. It just started. Sometimes it's freakishly fast, and other times it's like takes forever. Okay. So there it is. Captioning. The big captioning thing I promised everyone for ages. There it is. That's how you do it. So, live stream 92. I suppose we should make like a list of everything that happened in all of these. It'll probably make a really interesting wiki page somewhere. But the next thing I want to do is a bit of a surprise. But what we're going to do is we're going to spend the next... What is that? 7 minutes? Yeah. It's very precise. Mr. Johnson. So, that's 3D stuff. We're not looking at that right now. Mudbox, we looked at that already. Stuff, things, stuff. That's all. We're going to look at that in a minute. I'm just trying to find the thing I was going to show you guys. Ah! There it is. Right. So we're working on this right now, right? Story prompt gen. I haven't released it because it ain't ready, but it will come out. So what does it do? It essentially allows you to put in your LoRa captions. So here's the LoRa captions. And then what it's going to do is it's going to... I think this one is set up for LTXV right now. Yeah. And what it's going to do, at the moment, it's able to make the image prompt sequence from a page. That's what it does. Custom instructions. Where's the prompt? See, have I missed a trick? Empty. See what I mean? Work in progress. But we have actually already done it, and I've already curated it, and the images are... Right. Where? There. Spoilers! That's an example prompt. Do you like it? Came with Comfy UI. Okay. Why didn't it just open a folder? I need to actually get the files out. Mush. Okay, so we open this one up, and as you can see, we've got all the pages. They're time-stamped because the agent time-stamps them, right? Wait. Oh no, I've already curated them, but I didn't copy them out. So what I did was I was marking my progress by moving the good ones and deleting the folder, and then it would show up on the left. Anyway, whatever, right? So here's all the pages. We've got all the pages. They're more or less done. All I have to do is like pick which one I want and frame it, okay? So they're all kind of related to the story, blah, 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 blah. I won't do the upscaling until they're actually called, like, you know, page this, page that. Basically, until I get to the point where I'm like, oh, I've got to use that image, you know. I'll use that image, then I'll upscale it as the final step. But one of these images, or two, could put one at the top and one at the bottom, right? You could put an image in the middle. It's really up to you how many images you want to put into, because it's a web story, right? In a web story, you can do what you want. It's your web page. You can put images in as much as you want. And like I said, the AI will just write your HTML for you. So these are all like moments in the last page of 5ABA, one of the A endings. So these are all the pages for the whole Choose Your Own Adventure. And then we've also got the P tagged that was P tagged but not BR tagged. So this is actually useless. I have to use different stuff than that. But yeah, so we're getting there, and like I say, the reason I wanted to show it was because even though it's still privated, it's going to go, it'll go live as soon as it's ready. Because what I want to do is integrate the speech timing. So we have our pages, we do the speech timing, and then instead of just making, you know, the image prompts, what we do is we use the timing to find out how many prompts we actually need to fill the amount of time to actually show it. Because otherwise what happens is you don't have enough video and the narrator is talking and you haven't generated enough video. So what this does is tell you exactly how many prompts you need for a scene, and then it gives you a list, and you can go in and edit the list, you can change it, whatever you want. But you have like a reference which will say, in fact, I might even have an example. Let me see if I can show you. Because I checked it works, blah, blah, blah. Is this it? Cinder script? No, that's not it. What? The hell? What are you doing? Safe code browsing. What the hell? Jaguar page agent. Sounds like him. I don't see any prompt timing. Maybe I used Claude. Okay. So I did it online just in case I lost the one on the computer. So I have an article here, and this is a crazy article as well. I'd love to use this as the first project for this as well, because it's not a story. What I did was I took the transcription from a YouTube video on the pyramids and how they found a bunch of stuff under them now, right? And so I took that and I ran it through Uno twice. So now it's like a speech to the UN, okay? It's big, it's long, it's detailed, it's crazy. So then I ran it through speech timing, okay? And as you can see, we have 1200. Oh wait, maybe I didn't run the full length one in. But anyway, we have 1260 words at 150 words per minute. That's 8 minutes and 24 seconds. Okay? It's not bad. 1260 words is not bad. I wonder, is that the full version? Let me just double check. Because I sent it to someone. It was pretty funny. Where is it? Oh man, there's so much art in this conversation. I'm never going to find anything. Ah, there it is. Right, let me check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check. Boom, 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 boom. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. 80 lines. And they're all fat lines. Do we have a... Can I get a word count? Can I get a word count in this? Do ya? Can ya? Seriously? How do these people not have... There's gotta be one. What? Do I need an extension to count the words? Maybe I should do it. Hang on, guys. I'm just going to start. Hang on. 1, 2. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a rough idea. Can you even tell here? No. It just says there's 80 lines. Thanks. I can work that out. Anyway, let's get to the business. So let me show you what it looks like. This is what the report looks like. And this is written well for another agent to understand it. So you can obviously change your speaking rate. It's defined in the programming for the system prompt. So paragraph 1, 12 words, 5 seconds. So you could do one prompt for paragraph 1, which is the title, Giza Enigma, exploring the interdimensional origins of ancient Egyptian megalithic structures. Okay. So as you can see, 5 words, 2 seconds. Yeah. Subterranean mystery, 90 words, 36 seconds. So now, like, you know, the beginning is nothing. It's easy. But this is the part where it gets interesting. So it says it'll take 43 seconds to say that. So obviously you can't, you know, you can't just make prompts of the pyramids for you know what I mean? Like, what's that? Like 10, it's like 15. So you've probably got like 15 prompts you need to make. You need to make 15 prompts for that. If you want to, you know what I mean? Unless you're going to like interpolate, then you only need 7 prompts. Do you see what I'm trying to say? There's like a logistics to actually putting it all together. You've got to actually go, I need to have a strategy for what I'm going to do for the running time of when, because imagine, you got David Attenborough speaking this. And you got videos of the pyramids. You see stuff like this all the time, right? So how are you going to do it? And so the way I propose to do it is I would have an Egyptian mystery Laura. And the prompts would be written to make Egyptian mystery prompts. And it would have, like I said, remember, it would have a scene prompt that's like pyramids. And then padding prompts, which is probably like Egyptian desert. Egyptian sunset, you know what I mean? Cairo, some guy walking down a road in Cairo. So it doesn't have to be like pyramids and Egyptians and, you know, hieroglyphics on the walls. It doesn't have to be all that stuff all the time. So, yeah. And this is why we need to generate it full dive. We need to have an agent, because the agent can do it. If we give him the instructions, he can do it. It's just a question of programming. So all you've got to do is basically say, hey, agent, you're an expert at figuring out how to make video prompts that represents this, you know? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it possible for you to do this yourself. And I know that by the time I'm done and all these Gits are all published and we've got workflows and running, the local models will be good enough for you to do it at home. At the moment, I'm using Claude 3.7 Sonnet or Gemini Flash or Gemma 3 is good as well. There's a whole bunch of them. And they have free amounts you can use every day as well. So if you don't want to pay, you can get away with it. But I've got my, I've got my heart set on one day we're going to have the good model. I know it sounds ridiculous, but think about it like this. A year ago, ChatGPT was about as good as what we've got locally now. And it might even be closer than that. Okay? I think it's about a year lag. So in a year, I'm betting on the same thing. In a year, we'll have ChatGPT 4 equivalent LLMs running locally. I mean, you already do in some respects. It's just not, they're just not fully developed, you know, like they can't use tools yet, all that kind of stuff. But it'll all come. But as you can see, this gives you an effective way to actually plan what video is going to go behind this overdubbing, because you can convert this to text, you know what I mean? You can convert this, to speech. You can have a AI voice and you can have AI speech and it can be really good, but then what do you put behind it? And so what I think to do is it's going to break it up. Okay, so it wouldn't be like memes. So extraordinary discovery prompt, reignited passionate debate prompt, that's too much. I think what you want to do is let the agent decide how to make filler and make it scenery, landscapes, sort of slice of life based on that country, you know, and then you can cut back and forth between these sort of journalistic B-roll and what you're actually talking about. Yeah, And I think it could probably do that automatically because, you know, once you get to the point where it says elaborate tombs, I would say, like, you know, scene prompts, the scene, because it's going to read the whole thing. It's not going to do it in order like a Python script. It's going to go, I read the whole thing and I've decided that the most important thing in this is the ancient Egyptians' elaborate tombs for their god kings. So that's going to be the scene prompt, and that will probably come first. And then that will be interlaced with, you know, Egyptians at a market, Egyptians with camels in the desert, the sunset in Egypt, Cairo from a distance. So you pad it out with, like I say, journalistic B-roll is what I've got it in my head right now. Okay. And like I said, there'll be another agent built into this. Where is it? Story prompt gen will have the programming built in. So again, you'll load it in Klein. You'll have whatever LLM you have. I recommend Claude 3.7 because I can guarantee stuff works for anybody, you know, so it's easy. But there will be many other models that can do it. I always say stuff like it's recommended for all good models, and I mean that, but I'm not throwing shade on the ones that don't work. You know, sometimes it's like, if we base stuff on Claude and Claude is new, you know what I mean? It's a new thing. So you're trying to do a new thing, aren't you? Some of the models that came out 3 months ago can't do it, you know? Right. So anyway, that being said, the video generator will be built in, okay? And what it does is this image to video. So you can curate a storyboard. We talked about this before. So we're building the image prompts here. The image prompts get built into a data set. So, like, for example, if this was the story, I can't find it. Where was I before? Here? No? Oh, well. We've already read this, haven't we? This is the code for the actual agent. I'll probably turn it into an MCP, by the way. Alright, anyway, enough of these hot tangents. Let's get back. So yeah, it's in the prompts folder if you want to check that out. But yeah, we're working on a new story prompt gen. So it's designed so you build your book with the inversion stuff, and once you've got your book, then you can then turn it into an audio book or an audio, like, narrative, video, animated book. We're trying to do all the different things. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just a question of putting it into a workflow and then writing the README at this point. We know it works. My big solution right now is to try and make the flow not repetitive or jarring when it's doing the padding. It's got to be context aware. But that's the same code or prompting that we used to make the book in the first place. So we know it can do it. It's just doing the same backflip, just in a slightly different spot, or while wearing different trousers. There you go. But yeah, story to video. We're getting there. At the moment, we've got story to illustration. And now with the timing, I've actually got a realistic, because when I did story to prompt before, we asked a question. We said, is the character in the scene? If he is, describe him. If he isn't, do a scenery image. And that worked really well. Some of the folders that I have in this folder here, not here. Where is it? I've lost it. Where did I put it? I've legit lost that folder I was looking at a minute ago. But anyway, that's enough of that. So then, final section of the evening. I'm glad you're all here because you get to see the hot business. A lot of people wanted me to take another look at Stable Diffusion 3.5 large. And I know a lot of people had problems running it because it was about 14 or 15 gigabytes. And so most people couldn't run it. Well, City 96 has come in clutch with the 8 gigabyte Q8. And you can run Q6, which is even better. So Q5. 577. When I say it's even better, I mean it's even smaller, but it's basically it's got comparable output to Q8. Okay, and look, there's even a Q4 SD3 large, which is only less than 5 gigabytes. Okay, and also another thing I've done is I've put the triple loader into a GGUF as well. So I don't know if that reduces the overhead enough. You'll have to tell me. But let me just walk you through it, because we're going to be updating the Thoda pack. So as you can see, we got SD 3.5 large and Q8.0 _0. We got Clip G, we got Clip L, we got T5 XXL in FP16, and we have the SD3 VAE. We also have the SD3 large control net in Canny. And here is old Thora from Flux with a prompt. Happy cute anime fox girl with massive fluffy fennec. You know the one, the standard one, right? And so it makes the Canny, yeah. And there you have what you asked for with the same composition, and it's even changed the aspect ratio from tall to square, because I said square, right? So this is obviously a basic workflow. And what I want to do is rip through these and make them better. Okay? So that's the plan. So for that, we're going to need... wow, that is out of date. See, look, I tried... Dudes, this one is busted. I was trying to run this one from the old pack and full fat. And it was crashing, guys. It was crashing. I think it was running out of memory, even on my 4090. So I was like, I'm going to have to sort something out with that one. Doesn't have any FP8 options, you see what I mean? So went for the GGUF, guys. The GGUF, it's the way to go. And now it actually works nice. So forget all of that. Let's grab a couple of things here. Oh, hang on a minute. When I dropped this in, it gave me a problem. What have I done? Is it something to do with this? Weird. Anyway, SD35 GGUF. It's weird. Have I got like a weird... It's complaining like I've got a weird character in here. Right. Let's try something real quick. Not title. Label. I didn't think I'd be messing around with labels, but I just want to see if I can get rid of that warning that keeps popping up. Whoa! Oh no. Every time I copy, I'm going to get those. Alright. Delete that. Delete that. No idea. No idea. What? Hey. Yeah, sure. Okay. No. 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 Soda. What was it? Canny text to image V10. Finally. Now we're getting somewhere. So that's V10. I feel like I should duplicate and load it. And get rid of that one, get rid of that one. Okay. Alright. Right then. Let's give it something to do. Haha, where's my caption, damn it? Didn't we literally just send it off? There we go, there we go. Right. Put it on name. Let's try that again. Now, look, see, first one was good. Now I'm like, oh, which one? Umming and ahs. Put that in there. Get the text. Right. No Laura, obviously. We haven't trained it yet, but I just want to... Let's see it. Oh... So yeah, we're going to have to sort... So look, right, this is why I do this, okay? Limitations. First of all, I just put a different size in there, so we're going to have to sort that out, right? Now, we've got an upscale image here, which is interesting. I guess they're assuming my images are small or something. But really what we want to do is we want to say, well... This might be bigger, but it's probably smaller. But regardless, we're going to do a resize, image resize. And obviously that image is going to go into the canny, okay? But I want to keep this resolution, okay? I want to keep it. I'm happy with it. But I'll keep it safe at the same time. Now for aspect ratio, what we would do is we'd say aspect ratio, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you can see here, image, we've got this here, and there's a reason I put them like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say image resize, image size adjuster. So what image size adjuster does is it's like aspect size, automatic aspect size for image to image. But it works just the same if you're going to come in and use it like here. So what it's going to do is, all it does is it calculates the best safe aspect ratio for whatever it has detected, and then puts out the adjusted width and scale for the maximum of that model. There's a downscale factor. You can put it to 32 if you're going to be doing video, but I would imagine it's going to be the same safe. So we go adjusted width, adjusted height. Okay. Adjust, and then we put the width and height. No. There we go. And so now what's going to happen, it's not going to explode. We've got like a catch. So if we put an image that's too big, it's going to get downscaled. If you put an image that's small, it's going to get upscaled. This one is currently 1280 by 768. Okay, and obviously that's no good as a canny map. Did it crash? I'm glad I'm near the end of the show because that's embarrassing. Hey, can somebody come and kick this thing? Editor, keep that in. What did it die for? It died with no error message. Well, you can't be mad. He ain't working there no more. What am I going to do? I'm just going to run it again and try it again. That's fun. Hey! It crashed. Oh wait, I know why it crashed. I'm not using No, I am using Gaguf. No, I don't know why it crashed. Of got no idea. What's it doing here now? Alright, let's try it again. So there's nothing wrong with the nodes, by the way. I don't know. It's, come on, mate. Oh, well, that actually does help, though. Yeah, that does help. Okay, my bad, my B. Didn't actually put the image in. No, look, just crashed. Just crashed. Fart. Well, that's a bit of a problem, ain't it? So it just crashes. Now, the thing is, it worked earlier. Let me just show you this. Let's see. No. No. Too many folders doing nothing. Right. If I go in here, go to output, and it's not actually done in an order because I'm smart. Aha! There it is. And there's another one. So it worked, and then it stopped working. What could it be? It seemed to crash on the clip loader that time. I'll try using the normal one. Gee, because I don't actually have GGUF clips, even though it worked. But for the sake of argument, got to restart it, haven't I? Mary. All right. 6 minutes left. See, that was supposed to be the... There it is. Good night. You know what I mean? And then it just killed itself. Hey, come on. Come back to us, Comfy. We do still love you, really. Come on. And do you know what? Here. Here. What's happening? Uncomfortable UI. Amazing. That's a good zinger. Oh wow, you can make the bar look. It looks like I've got more memory. Okay, are we all ready? Look, all startup tasks have been completed. Go! And... triple clear. Spike. Big spikes on the CPU. Plenty of RAM. It's virtually not even loading anything. Oh, it's already dead. It's already dead. She's already dead. Stop. Stop hitting her. Stop hitting it. Yeah, it does feel like flogging a dead horse sometimes, because it is a dead horse right now. It actually did die. Well, that's interesting. It's the triple clip loader. When it gets to loading triple clip, it stops loading. Maybe I won't update this pack then. Not much point. Right, for the sake of argument, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build... Obviously, you won't see it because I'm signing off in 4 minutes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building. I'm going to start building it now. But yeah, machine 16, and it's here. There you go, about stability. So I'm going to make stability, and I'm going to unzip the latest Comfy UI right into it. So hang on, let's do it. Let's get this ball rolling. Oh yeah, I can use my Comfy from anywhere in the world now with a Chromebook. Isn't that crazy? That didn't take long. Didn't take long to figure out. I'll have the update for you all soon. Spoilers, Chrome remote desktop is actually easier than everything. But yeah, I know, it's like, oh my god, the secret of Chrome remote desktop. But yeah, it's actually been really good, and I've gotten a buttload of extra work done lately. No, and no. We're going to open it, and we're going to extract it directly into the new location. I'm just going to pick it in case I spell it wrong. Okay, because I want to eliminate it being some kind of custom node in Machines 14. Okay. Machines 15 3D works amazingly for Hunyan 3D, by the way. I couldn't have... It's the best decision I've ever made, is making a new Comfy UI install, linking the models through, so it's always the same models with Symlink, and then only doing one thing. Yeah, that was a huge success, this one. So I think I'm going to continue that. I'm probably going to end up with Machine 17 Flux. You know what I mean? Just Flux. Right? And then you're never installing nodes for anything else. So you can't have a nice Flux install and break it installing 3D nodes, for example. It won't happen. You can't do it. Right? Because you've set it up in a way that it's separate. And we've done it for a reason. If you want to experiment having them two at the same time, I'll make an 18 that's Flux 3D, and we'll experiment. Because that way, if I break it, it doesn't matter. I've still got the ones that work to fall back on. How does Symlink compare with using model paths? Okay, this is the best thing I've done in ages, right? There's a GitHub, my GitHub, because it's a feature of Windows. Or other systems, I guess, you know, but anyway, so I call it Sim Reset, because every time you restart Comfy, sorry, every time you update Comfy, it breaks the Symlink. Where is it? Did I go past it? There's no way I make this many. Oh my god, there is. That's only 3 weeks ago. Christ. Okay, so it's a simple Python script. You git clone it. The first time you run it, it asks for the two paths, and then it remembers them forever. So you can just double click. So you do an update, and then you run this, and it will replace the paths back. Okay. You have 100 paths in your model file. Yeah, don't worry, you won't need them all. Trust. Check this out. Okay. It just literally. Hang on. So my models are in Machines 12, and they're in the models folder. Here. This is where my models actually are. Okay. You know it is a Symlink because it's got a shortcut on the folder icon. Okay. And the way it works is, I keep a copy of it in... Where is it? Oh, it's not in this one anymore, because this one isn't Symlinked anymore. So for the ones that are Symlinked, I have Symlink right there, Sim Reset. So I literally git cloned it next to where my startup was. You can put it anywhere though, because it uses the full path. And basically, if I run this now, it's got my default path already set up. So essentially, it's really simple. It asks you destination path. So that's where you want the new one to get made. And then target path, that's where your actual models are. Okay. So like, for example, I've just made this new Machines, right? Machines 16 stability. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go models. So I'm going to get models. Copy that. Yeah. That's the path I need for destination. Do you know what? I'll just show you right now. I'll show you right now. Yeah. We'll do it from scratch together. That'll be my signing off tutorial for the evening. Okay. Because this changed everything for me. I don't know why I didn't do it for so long. I guess it's laziness. Whatever. I'd always use model paths or just copied them around, and this does the whole folder. It does the whole thing, or the whole folder, You have one folder for all your installs, and it's just one thing. So check this out. So we're going to copy this first. Okay, we're in the new install, right? Here it is. There's Comfy UI, right? We're going to get ourselves a little thing. We're going to go git clone like that, or you could just download the Python script and put it there. Doesn't matter where it is. So now we've got sim reset. You can no, you shouldn't double click it. Make a batch file if you want to, but we're just going to type Python sim, and I'm going to hit tab to autofill. I'm in PowerShell, so it does a /. If you're in command line, you might not need to do it, so tab will tell you. Now it's going to ask me for the destination, the new directory. Yeah, the new directory. Don't get this the wrong way around. I've tried to make it as simple as I can. Like, for the destination, the new directory. All right. So we're going to go into Comfy. This is my new Comfy install, machine 16. Yeah. Go in there, copy that path, paste it in. Now it's going to say the target path. So that's where my models actually are. Now I know that they're in. They're actually in machines 12, but the funny thing about how it works is they're all the same folder, so I can go into any of the places where it thinks there's a model, right? There's one, and I could even copy this one if I wanted. It doesn't matter because they're all the same location on the hard drive. It rewrites the hard drive, you know, so the folder is the same location. It's quite elegant. Now it's going to ask me, do I want to delete? Okay. Do I want to delete? And make sure that's the new path, because that will be an empty models folder with nothing inside of it. And remember, every time you do a Comfy update, it's going to overwrite your symlink directory with an empty folder. So you just rerun this script. What I do is make a batch file and put it near my update script. So I go update and then fix. That's why it's called sim reset, because it's literally meant to quickly do the sim link. Okay. To confirm that it's done, just have a look in your new path. So if we go to the new Comfy install and have a look, you'll notice there is now a shortcut on the models. And when I go in there, I've got a terabyte of AI models. And I didn't have to copy anything. And I can have as many copies of Comfy as I want. I didn't have to touch any scripts. It's a Windows feature. Linux has it too, but you'll have to write yourself a different, you know, you'll have to make a Linux version. I mean, well, actually, it is technically, it should run on Linux, but I made this for Windows. I would advise rewriting it to do the same thing if you want to have, you know, it's probably actually easier on Linux. If I remember right, I think they did it first, but I could be wrong. And also, if you're thinking about remoting to a slower drive or a remote drive, you will be creating yourself a bottleneck. There are ways around it. I'm going to be doing testing on a NAS because there's two Ethernets, one in, one out, and I've got a feeling that high speed. So do you know what I mean? It's unidirectional Ethernet, so it's technically what it might be more than gigabit, but I don't know yet. I'm going to experiment with doing a copy of my models on a remote, but honestly it's probably not worth the trouble because usually you just get a bottleneck somewhere. So I tend to have all my stuff on one SSD, so all my, you know, obviously the models don't have to be. The only reason my models are currently in a Comfy is because that's the last one that burnt out, guys. That's the burnt out husk of my previous collapsed Comfy UI. And that's where I started doing it. So I did 12 installs before I decided to start doing this. So don't feel bad if you've never heard of it or don't do it. And feel great if you did it before your 12th install. But I think 12 installs in 2 years is that's not bad, is it? You know? It's like once every 2 months. But it's not, but it is. Alright. So I hope that explains that one for you. Very simply, it literally makes that folder the same place everywhere you link it like this. And the way that I do it is I have one for each install which has got its path, so it's like this is unique to it and it has its own Okay. That's the simplest way I could come up with it. Yeah. Alright. So that's pretty much everything we've got for you tonight, guys. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Tomorrow it's going to be a normal stream. We're just going to be live streaming here from 7. What we've decided to do is move the community event to a scheduled event, and then we're going to try and invite some guests to come on and talk. So that's going to be a slight different twist, and we're going to do that in the future. So to be announced. So Thursday is becoming a normal streaming day from now on. All right then. That's everything, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you all next time.
Bloody.